Recently, as some of you may have noticed, I've been sharing some stories on my Instagram about these beautiful, gorgeous flower bouquets that I've gotten from community members. And I was reflecting on my journey with flowers after work today, and I was like, whoa, like there's a beautiful story here. So I felt like coming here and sharing it with you guys. The story goes as follows. So I was in a relationship for 6 years, and I never got any flowers during that relationship. Never, not at the beginning, not at the middle, not at the end. Never did I see any flowers in that relationship. And it's no tea or shade to the person that I was with. I genuinely wasn't interested in flowers. I didn't care for flowers. I didn't show or share any interest about having flowers in my life. And I'm also a firm believer that relationships are just mirrors, right? So this person was just mirroring back to me where I was at in my journey of self-worth and my journey of honoring myself, if you will. So in the aftermath of that relationship, when I was doing all this contemplation and reflection and healing, I was like, oh my God, that's insane that I never got flowers, not once. Like, how is that even possible? And then and there, I promised myself, I was like, I am never going to wait for someone else to get me flowers. From now on, I am getting myself fresh flowers every single week. So I started getting myself little $10 bouquets at the farmer's market with fresh flowers gathered by my friends and community members. And I made it a commitment. And it was really tempting every Saturday to be like, oh no, but like, I don't want to splurge. I shouldn't, I need to use this money to eat. But I was determined. I was like, no, I am going home with a bouquet of flowers because I deserve to have fresh flowers in my altar every single week. And so I started doing that consistently. This was like about 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago. And I also started like thieving flowers, meaning that I carry or I bring with me scissors in my car. So I'm always driving and like looking around and seeing like, oh, that's a good flower spot. So I'll like stop and take a couple of flowers, and then I'll keep on driving. And so I'm always trying to find ways to like get myself fresh flowers, basically, obviously for free, ideally. Especially since, go get it. Do you want another one? Yeah, especially since flowers grow for free in this beautiful earth. So why not take advantage of it? So 2 years into doing this, or a year into doing this, I don't know when it started really, but at some point, yes, I was getting myself fresh flowers every week, but then my community members started gifting me flowers. It just happened. I just started getting flower gifts, and I didn't necessarily ask for it or say anything about it. It was just an organic thing that happened. And obviously my friends started noticing how much I loved flowers and that I had fresh flowers in my house. And so my friends just bring me flowers. And it shocks me every time. I'm like, oh my God, wow, I can't believe it. That like you thought of like going around and gathering some fresh flowers and bringing them to me. Like, it's just the most beautiful gesture ever. But it just made me, this whole story made me realize, I mean, first of all, like manifestation, right? Like you gotta go and kind of like do the thing or be the change or embody the change in your real life through yourself and through your actions and your choices so that you can see it reflected back to you, right? So I decided I am always having fresh flowers, and I was offering myself that, but then I saw that being manifested and reflected back to me in ways that I wasn't even involved because I had made that choice within myself. I had said, this is important to me, and I will be someone that has fresh flowers consistently. And yeah, and it also made me realize, I mean, many things. I don't want to bore you on this long video, but it's the journey to self-worth, and it's the journey to valuing yourself and knowing your worth and knowing that you are worthy of having fresh flowers, just as you are worthy of having time to rest, and you are worthy of saying no to things that you don't want to do, and you are worthy enough to pursue your passions and follow your dreams, and etc., whatever it is that you're working with in your own journey to self-worth. But for me, flowers were a very symbolic gesture that honored the goddess within myself, that was like, I am the temple, I am the altar, I am the church, I am whatever, the little gruta. I don't know what the word is for gruta in English, but you know those little places in nature where there's like water, and it's usually like feminine worship kind of places where there's, you know, flowers, or you can bring offerings, or you can go and speak with like Gaia or Cosmic Mother or whatever. So I was like, I am that, and if I am that, then I have to act accordingly, you know. And it's that saying that I shared a little while ago about my friend telling me that you don't show up in front of a queen without an offering. And it was like, you know what, I am worthy to have someone show up in my space with an offering, because before that I would have just felt so like uncomfortable, like, oh my god, you're spending money on me and you're gifting me something. Like, I would have just, my unworthiness would have just come out of my pores, because I would have felt so not worthy of the gift. But now that I've gone through this journey of self-worth, I can just see how every time I choose myself consistently, the universe chooses me back, and the universe reflects that back to me. So, and that actually happened too with dates, because in my previous relationship I was never taken on dates. So I had the same kind of story or realization. I was like, I was never taken on dates? What the fuck is that? So I made a commitment to start taking myself on dates every single week, and I've actually really upheld that. Friday nights is usually like my date with myself kind of night. Whether it's, you know, grabbing a bite or taking myself to the movies, or if I just don't have money, I'll just like stay at home, but I'll like do something for myself, you know, like really meaningfully like dating myself. But anyway, that's another video. Maybe I'll do another time. But I just wanted to share, this is not just about flowers. It could be anything. It could be about anything that you feel like you're being called to in your journey to realizing your inherent self-worth as a son and daughter and father and mother of God, and honoring the divine within you in this beautiful flesh vessel, and spoiling yourself and loving yourself and allowing yourself to claim that which you desire. Okay, thanks for coming along with me on this beautiful journey. I hope I don't have that many mosquito bites. And let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any thoughts, reflections, if you relate, please let me know. I would love to hear. Okay, ciao.